Signify the game, it's so hard to make. Liturgy made of clay as the winds of death spill out. Watch upon my mind, when the pills are under the eyes. The effect my their life leaves outside of justice. Punishment is hard to ensnare, aspiration straight up the eyes, not one time to gain. From the light of my own side, faith as I will find. The old way to die. Your random influence of creation. Enemy like this will end the sun of the question as I may be not time on my paper. I was born by witness to the abyss.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Vault of Doom podcast. It's me, Mickey GemInEye, here to bring you along with me on this episode. I'm going to look into something that I think anytime I ever want to look into anything, I just go off on these little rabbit holes. So when I can capture these moments and share them on my podcast, I'm always happy to do so. Today's rabbit hole adventure is going to be looking into something that I think would be quite interesting as much as it is useful. And just let me start setting the context here, because I'm going to be stepping into this with not having anything good to say about it. But that's not entirely true, however, because what I'm really trying to get at with me not liking it or disliking it, it's a publishing company. So there's two things I want to do here. I want to figure out if I do or do not like this, And then I also want to discern and separate the difference between publishing company and then another place that I saw it on a concert bill, tour bill. And that sounds a little confusing. So I'll start setting the context. I want to know if I do not like this publishing concept simply because I guess it's like a taboo thing to talk about AI, even though everybody's talking about AI. That's probably what's making it so taboo. It's just that it's all that everybody's fucking talking about right now. I would like to know, for one, if it's AI, if this publishing company is AI or not. You know, maybe if they are, that's the context. You know, if they are, then that settles and answers a whole lot of questions. And me bringing you along with me is not just for any answers here. So if you do like how I do things here, show some love, throw that thumbs up button up, and then hit subscribe. Also visit the link in bio, as I could use some engagement with you guys in the private messages. Those are the moments I enjoy the most, when we can chat in private message. As much as I like to chat publicly for everybody to see, I'd probably also have to contrast that, with some of those private moments. So here we go. It's none other than Orchard Publishing that we're going to be looking into tonight. And so grab a drink, buckle up, get cozy, and let's get into it. I saw Orchard Publishing first on a looking for bands. All right, one thing's for sure: nobody fucking cares about all their proper sourcing or anything like that. I've actually invited somebody onto the show on this very discussion of having them on the show for the sake of discussing sourcing their videos, sourcing the content that people watch directly from whoever owns the rights to that content. This is an important, as uninterested or interested that people may be. For one, I'm just straight up I'm pushing out and I'm putting out all this content, but no matter how much of it and how good that it is, I'm pulling half of everything right now. The other half is all you guys. I need your engagement. I need you to drop a comment and let me know and start the thread here. I'm not the smartest person, but I'm not a dummy, so I get that, but I'm still gonna keep pulling half the weight anyway. So as I say again, like, share, subscribe. So let's get into it, and buy me a coffee, etc., etc. So let's get into it here with the topic being Orchard Publishing. So sourcing from legit sources. For one, we'll use this one example here. I'm gonna type in, and we're on YouTube, Android app at the moment. We're gonna go navigate on over to the Google search browser, where I have this company. I've pre-typed it in. I have it ready, and we'll look into it. So that first, I'm going to show you. First of all, here's what we're going to find out right now. What we're going to find out right now is if this thing is AI or not. I'm going to do this with the least amount of bringing anybody in it as possible. I could literally do this without bringing anybody in. So therefore, nobody has to be tagged, because I'm not going to be bringing anybody into this one. And so I'm going to find that out right now, if this thing's AI or not. Then we're going to migrate. When we navigate over to Google search engine, we're going to find out if it's the same as what I saw on the touring bill for Cradle of Filth. Or, actually no, not the touring bill for Cradle of Filth. Correction. what I saw for the advertisement for their most recent release through Napalm Records, down at the bottom of that advertisement on the eMag digital magazines that I post videos of, you should go check those out. I've actually curated a specialty playlist with all those episodes conveniently in one place for your viewing pleasure. Go and check those out. The discerning whether this is the same thing is going to be what's going to bring a whole lot of answers to me, because I mean, I'm flipping through this mag, I'm making these videos of these magazines, and I'm looking and I'm seeing the same thing on there. But first, I did this first. So I'm using this example, I'm typing in this band, I'm clicking search, and I'm going to show you what I mean right here. Well, we'll get started. I might not actually be able to find out if it's AI or not, but what's the first one that pops up? Not the band. It has to be AI. That's my first guess. My first guess is it has to be AI. They have this AI entity or whatever it is, operated and owned by whoever the hell Joe Schmo and bumfuck Egypt is able to access and control all the data and analytics for this. That means 28.8 thousand people who've subscribed to this. And that means, and this is big, I'll tell you, it's not taboo necessarily to talk about AI, but maybe discussions like this might be taboo. Either way, I'm not feeling very comfortable talking about it, and that's not okay. And it doesn't even piss me off, so I'm good. If I'm not too pissed off about it, I can maybe get to the context set. With context set and premise already laid out before us, here, right now, before you, before me, we get down to the nitty gritty. Let's see. So 28.8 thousand people that subscribed here. And 78 videos, having control of it. It's not the band. The band isn't accessing any of this. The band could definitely care less. You know, this is the thing that's really wacky, and the thing that's really ass backwards about the whole thing is that side topic I mentioned where I invited somebody on to discuss sourcing from the owners of the content. Sourcing your content from the people who own that content and the importance of it, etc. You know, getting and starting a chat about that with people. I might still get the guy on there. I just have, looked into it. If I don't get the notification and I have to go and dig and look into it, it's like, I'll get around to it when I can. I'll get around to it when I get around to it. But using this example, I mean, this is the first thing that's fucked up. I mean, just as far as how the band can't access it. You know, people should and don't give a fuck about sourcing from legit. And the band themselves don't and shouldn't give a fuck about hopping onto these comments, seeing what they say. And don't even need to ask any questions. You don't even need to ask anything at all. Why would be maybe possibly a question that could be asked. I've seen on some of these that the comments are turned off, but there's no question as to why. I mean, go down and scroll to a few more sources here. It doesn't matter unless I'm seeing that pirate symbol. Unless I'm seeing that symbol with the pirates on it back when they were under Metal Blade, and actually I think they're still under Metal Blade, then go to Metal Blade. And go to Metal Blade and subscribe. And go to Metal Blade and subscribe and listen to their stuff on there. Here's from 18 years ago, a video for Embedded. Go on there. The band is going to chat with you. I was there for the live stream of their most recent release, which was pretty good. I was there for the live streaming of these two singles you see right here, Beyond the Chemical Doorway and The Agony Seeping Storm, and then reading the description. You know, how much of a conversation can I really realistically have about is their song description? Not much of a conversation, except for an actual conversation, and not only that, but an actual conversation that's actually an enjoyable one. if I invite, maybe having these guys on and then talking to them about the process, about what they wrote for the summary, what was written for the summary of Beyond the Chemical Doorway and or The Agony Seeping Storm, as this was 2 years ago that this was released. 2 years ago on The Agony Seeping Storm, 1 year ago Beyond the Chemical Doorway, and the Forever Rot. I mean, this is a good band. These are good singles. They're on a good label. And then Topic has to come and fucking the whole thing up. What's Topic? What the fuck is Topic? What is this fucking thing here? It's the first thing that pops up. And 28.8 thousand people are subscribed to it. It's just, I'm going to guess that it's AI until I'm like in the midst of looking into it right now to discern after whether it's the same as whatever it was that was promoting Cradle of Filth's new release. But Moon Healer is the most recent release from this example given. Like I said, I was there for the live stream for that, and then, it's just like this Topic shit comes and fucks the whole thing up. Let's view the channel. Let's view Topic's channel. What's Topic got on the channel here? Oh, how do I even get to this point of doing this? I don't fucking know. Maybe that'd be a question you might have if you're angry or something. I don't know. I drop a comment. I don't. And 13 million people, going on 14 million people viewing this. This is a description, and it is not only AI generated, it's from an opposite side of the country than where I thought they were from. I'm pretty sure that I don't recall them being from there. It would match up and make sense to their latest release, though. So I'm not going to say that it's mistaken, but it says right here, auto-generated by YouTube. So the description is AI generated. Everybody feels this way, that way, and the other way about it all. But if you can't do something about it, you can't be heard. This is all I'm trying to say there. And that is where we will go and try to kind of steer and redirect ourselves back on topic here. As I don't know how I discovered Topic was Orchard Publishing, but what we can do here is type in Orchard Publishing. And with the least amount of help possible from anybody else here, I'm going to try to see if I'm just going to go straight to the filters here. Search filters, search for a channel called Orchard Publishing. If you, once again, like the content that I make, I'm reminding you to hit subscribe, hit the bell, and like, and share this with your friends. Sorting by all type of search, all channel. Peach Orchard Publishing. I don't think that's what it's. Cherry Orchard Publishing. I actually wanted to do this video in video format with you being able to see me and stuff, but it looks like it's just going to be an audio. It's just going to be an audio episode. So, hey, whatever. My most recent X posts saying I'm a couch potato, so I guess that's how I'm feeling today. I think this is the one that I found it on because I was just disgruntled. I think this is how I came upon it. I was asking myself this question a moment ago. How do I come about this? How does this topic arise from? I think I was just I don't think Job for Cowell had anything to do with it. But I would think it's something, some band or other was long, it got caught in the mix or something like this with this. And is it really that messy of an ordeal? Is it really that much of a sordid affair? I think not. Well, we shall see. Theorchard.com is where we're gonna go after our Google search here, because I'm not gonna dally and mess around, mush up the whole Google search engine business. I just want to see here what this says here, because they're based in the U.S. It's a global full-service music distribution company operating in 47 cities worldwide. So they're based out of the U.S. It says here, the offerings of services I have include digital and physical. So this is legit. I'm already actually feeling better about this now. I'm already feeling better about this, knowing that they're based in, they're operating in locations. They have operating locations that kind of helps having some contact more realistic than just digitized contact. And what would I contact them for other than to full service distribute music? That would be the question that might arise. And that would be the question that's easier to answer with this being a company operating in a few locations. Aside from and other than the domain theorchard.com. And that's where I don't need to read the description. I guess I'm just gonna sit here and stare at the description, see what else that we can have gathered from the bio, from the YouTube bio. We'll mosey on backing out of it to see where I think there's still a question there, though. There's still a question there. So I feel better about that, but there's still a question there, and the question being that how do I connect the dots? How do I connect the dots here and now about the orchard is topic? Topic is there. How do I do that? It's likely that navigating away from YouTube is the only way to do that, or clicking on a video, as I think that's where that connection's made, is in the description of the actual video. So watching the actual video, and this is why I don't just make this stuff and blab and talk out of my arse so much as I make this stuff, blab and talk out of my arse, while kind of like backing it up with something that I could say, well, hey, at least I tried to do something about it. At least I tried to do something about it, and that's fine with me. So I'm going to leave it there. The topic is the orchard. You're just going to have to, as of right now, take my word for it. And that's that. So we'll go now, mosey on over to the search engine to see what Orchard Publishing has to say about on the website here, with the connection being made here, because in that this is already answered. This question is already answered based on the logo. I don't even need to go to the domain. In fact, I already clicked on the domain, so I'm going to back out of the domain. And the question is already answered. So the orchard is topic on YouTube. The orchard is the music distribution company used for the advertisement for the most recent release from Cradle, Filth, COF. And so, and that's where with that, this brings me to the. I'm just gonna go to my own page and my own bio. I'm just gonna sit here. We're gonna be sitting on my biography now for a second here while I try to recapture what the point that I'm trying to make with these connections. So with these connections of confirming, once I have to get over the initial elation here from confirming this. Now, the point that I'm trying to make here is, I guess, why would it was like something that was like just there at the tip of my brain. It was like, so why would they, maybe it was like, why would they, so if this is the same company, then why would they need to do all the AI stuff? I mean, it's like none of the, I don't think that's right. I'm gonna have to very slowly navigate to the point my final conclusion here that I'm trying to make here. So the logo is the same as what I saw on the advertisement for the album. The name is in the description on any topic video. And okay. Here's what we could do with their page. Go navigate back to their page. I think this, just like most of my episodes, is just some kind of fluke that it shouldn't be bothering me enough to make an episode about it, where I should just be able to kind of la 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 do carry about my business and then not have to kind of look into this. But that idea of me, I'm putting two and two together, that there's first thing here, it's the comprehensive artist to label services offering harnesses. I mean, at the very least, even if I can't remember my point, you can go to their domain, or you could contact them and then begin utilizing their services, as it looks so legit that they're saying comprehensive artist and label services offering harnesses, innovative technologies, transparent data analysis, and expertise to reach fans of grow artists. Offerings include digital physical sales and marketing, advertising, brand partnerships, rights management, video monetization, collaborator splits, and royalty accounting, publishing, administration, neighboring rights, and more. Championed by an exceptional community of music lovers and experts, The Orchard empowers creators and entrepreneurs to grow and adapt in the dynamic global industry. For further information, visit their domain. So it is the same one that I was thinking of. That's cool. And then it just is topic. You can find this by clicking on it, watching any video that's on topic. Any video that's on topic, at the bottom of the description, you'll see their rights to the video, the rights to that content to the video here. So there's that, and then there's the locations. Their operating locations is the staff putting the stuff together, because it's a service, because they're providing the service, and so that they own the rights to whatever they're providing the service for. I think that is what my point was. That just however or whatever any of that even amounts to, aside from utilizing the services, outside of utilizing the services of them, okay, type in a band name, any band name, and their services are being used for all these big names and all this stuff. I'm looking into this as an initial thing, but I'm already going to tell you right now, my conclusion and my line is being drawn right then and there, because there are still, and I'm just going to come right out and say it, that there are still so many other artists that are not explicitly using their services, and they'll pop up on topic. So basically anybody will just pop up on topic that has so and so amount of views. I mean, this is just another topic account here, auto-generated by YouTube. I mean, they're like doing this thing, and I'm watching them do this thing, and I've had problems with something that I've discussed in previous episodes about pay to play, and this seems to be kind of going down the same route. So that's why I'm just drawing the line right here, that I actually, as much as I kind of favored them just like 5 or 10 minutes ago, I think I do not favor this. I'm not okay with this. If I find any of my content on topic or anything like this, I think it's important for me to mention ahead of time. I mean, I'm just going to mention it right now. I'm going to contact them and say, please remove my stuff from your topic stuff. I don't want my stuff coming up on a search engine. When you type me in, it doesn't come up like that. I don't have enough viewers and stuff like that. So this thing is like it's literally a fulcrum, just fucking in the middle of all the shit right now, with people on, and people like me don't even care, honestly. People in my community don't really care. I'd go find me with, this is another thing I think I mentioned on about 5 episodes ago. I mentioned this, having your shit in order enough to where you could just say, either having your shit together enough, there I am, that's me. You don't have dash topic next to it. That's me that you're actually subscribing to. You'll actually subscribe to me if you hit subscribe button right there. And that's where, having your shit together enough where, like, you're in a bar and you meet somebody and you're trying to tell them about your content or your music, that you could just say, I have mine together enough where I'm saying, the way that I'm saying it is how they'll type it in, and how they'll type it in will take it to what I think that it's taking them to. I mean, that's just human error, or like a common mistake, or like a common thing. Maybe it is important to the Orchard or people like them, but I'm gonna have to even just U-turn around and make the full fucking U-turn here, backing out and saying that now I'm, because of that I am now against them. Technically, where just only if I see any of my shit pop up like that, where it says has mine and then says dash topic, that is 5 episodes ago. I'm saying you don't want people not being able to find your stuff. It's a common mistake. It happens to everybody. So how do you get it like that then? It's like you get it like that then. I don't have an answer for that, but I could certainly try to use my brain enough to think about it and just say, have your stuff aligned enough to where you just know what it is off the top. If any random stranger at any given time asked you, how do I find you in the search bar on YouTube? Or you type yours in the way that you told them, and then it pops up and they can subscribe to you. Is this even helping you build a following? Is the other frustration, the other real frustration about it is, would it even help you build a following? Probably not. It probably won't. So that's a bit frustrating, but still, this is the same company seen on the bottom of that flyer. This is topic, and it is the topic. So technically, it's a good thing that the topic is about topic, because with this topic being about topic, I mean, I can't remember, I can't quite freaking recall what was the putting two and two together thing, aside from whether I like it or not. I don't know, but I don't like it, and I like that when a random person asks me at a bar at any given time, how do I find you on YouTube, that I can tell them they can subscribe it. This was I would like this to be the end of the episode, but I know that it's not, so I'm gonna need to continue on here, scrolling through to see what else pops up. I mean, these are just my recent videos. These I've got my other accounts. This is one of the accounts that I mentioned. I've got these accounts, other accounts attached to it. These are attached. Why is this one even attached? I would have to actually click on the bio here and see if I actually mention it in bio or something, because I don't even know what. Maybe it's because I'm subscribed to it, or no. It's no reason for this. Like, it's tying it in because of my link in bio.